Welcome friends. Good to see you. It's such a busy day here, and this mindful Munch, it's like an island, of relaxation, pausing, taking a break. So well done all of us for taking it. And in the photo that I've sent, welcome Jocelyn. Good to see you. About the mud. So, but it's just a matter of time until there is a feeling of, wow, I'm deep in the mud, and it's messy, and yeah, there's an aversion of it, and I'm trying to pull back, or to pull away. And in the practice today, in the invitation of the work of mindfulness and breath work, and also Kabbalah, but that's really Thursday, we learn to sweeten the wounds. We learn to feel the contrast of life, feel also the parts where it's not so pleasant, or when it's unpleasant, scary, there's shame, or there's a strong anger, and learn, practice not to be threatened by it. Of course, threatening, it's a big word, and a lot of the times I notice myself unconsciously reacting. And then when I sit in a meditation, I say, yeah, I can reflect on that. And that was an automatic reaction of, I don't want it, trying to push it away. So just to clarify, when we practice sitting in the mud, this is not about when we are outside of our window of tolerance. This is not when we are highly unregulated. For that, sometimes the practice of mindfulness or meditation can only kind of, when we sit, we observe better what's happening inside of us. And if it is threatening, that might become, it will just look bigger and might experience bigger. And when our nervous system is hyped, sometimes the initial step would be to do something really physical, like breath work, or like the physical sigh that we have practiced in the past. We'll start that also today. But just to look around, come back to the senses, see, look, smell, taste, feel the ground under before closing the eyes and looking inside. Because if the experience inside is threatening, we close our eyes and look inside, but again, that might look bigger. When the practice of sitting with the mud, it does not fit in every situation. It fits where, well, okay, this is uncomfortable. I'm aware of it, that it's uncomfortable, and I have intentions. Knowing that at any time I can open my eyes. I can ground myself in any way that works for me. And also in this practice today, I might invite us to think of something that was uncomfortable. And the invitation is not to bring something very big or very threatening to mind, but something that you feel like you can, remembering also that at any time, again, you can open your eyes, you can send me a message, or Feel, come back to senses, coming back to senses. That's such a good way for us to ground. So let's find a comfortable position. Start the practice. Sitting in the mud. And we'll start with a breathing technique, quite short breathing technique, that it's also the most effective way to, the second most effective way to reduce anxiety. The first one is drugs, medication. The second most effective way is in our breath. The way we do it is we inhale deeply from the nose, abdomen expand, chest expand. When we get to the top, on top of this, we are breathing a slightly bit more in. So it would look like, and exhale with a sigh. Long exhalation. So inhaling from the nose, getting to the top, on top of this a little bit more in, and long sigh from the mouth. It is one of the breathing techniques that really changes the physiology, activate the vagus nerve, and really induces the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and digest. So let's just start with that few rounds in your own time. Deep breath in from the nose, straightening the spine, getting to nearly the maximum of capacity, and on top of this, just a little bit burst in, and long exhalation from the mouth. Do 5 rounds of that in your own time. Notice what happens in the body as you do. Also consciously allowing the shoulders to soften with every exhalation. Finishing, allowing the breath to breathe itself. As you ask yourself, what is your experience right now? Is happening inside after just 5 breaths of a physical sigh. And bringing the attention to the breath. Focusing on the sensations of the breath. Maybe you feel the abdomen expand and contrast every exhalation and inhalation. Maybe you feel the flow of air coming in and out from the nostrils. I invite you to soften your abdomen with every inhalation, allowing it to expand. Maybe you notice that the breath changes when we look at it, when we consciously soften the abdomen, allowing it to expand. Maybe your breath became a little bit deeper. Maybe it happened naturally, maybe not yet. I invite us to consciously deepen the breath. Choosing an anchor for this practice. An anchor point is a place that we always come back to if we feel that we have been carried away by a thought or an emotion or a sensation or any other experience. Might be the anchor, might be the sensations of your feet on the ground or the couch, the cushion. It might be the changing patterns of the breath. The inflating and deflating. Torso. Might be the airflow flowing in and out of the nose. or anything else that you would like to rest your attention on. The mind wanders, we bring it back. We're in the process of intentionally sitting with the mud or the difficulty. We started with physiological assistance, the physical sigh, physiological sigh that relaxes the body. And then we cultivate focus, an anchor point, like an island of safety that we know we can always come back to. The breath, sensation of the touch, something which is happening right here and right now. Breath maybe a little bit deeper or totally natural. Remembering that deepening the breath and slowing it down helps to soothe, relax, be less reactive. And out of this place, only if you want, I invite you to bring to mind something that you consider a challenge, difficult. But again, choosing something which is not very threatening, something that you feel like you can approach. And also come back to the anchor if needed, if wanted. Might be a disagreement or conflict, or a strong emotion came up recently. Strong, unpleasant physical sensation. Maybe something that is happening right now or from the past. And notice how it is that you perceive it right now, out of this place. See the effects that it has on the body and mind. Maybe you noticed some tension building up somewhere, quality of focus changing. Just remembering that we can come back towards the anchor. Maybe with a gentle smile, the face. Reminding ourselves that part of life is experiencing unpleasantness, hardship, challenges. Grief and fear. And shame as a part of the human experience. By us sitting and feeling it in a non-threatening way, maybe even smiling to it. And cultivate a more compassionate relationship with ourselves and others also. in between the anchor and us intentionally bringing to mind challenges, consciously, gently smiling to it, to ourselves, experiencing it. Coming back to the anchor when needed. Finding our center. As we come to the end of the practice, invite us to take a deep, slow breath in. Full breath out. Another deep, slow breath in and full breath out. Asking ourselves, how are we feeling right now? About 20 minutes sit. What are we taking from this practice? Slowly, in your own time and way, moving the fingers and toes. Back. Thank you very much. On Thursday, we're going to continue exploring and sitting with challenges, and from a Kabbalistic point of view. Yeah, it's a beautiful session, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful session. A deep, touching breath work. Welcome, Stephanie. Good to see you. Just now saw you. Also, if you're watching it on YouTube and you benefited from it, please like and share and subscribe, and that would help like-minded people also be exposed to this. Thank you.